Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you guys doing? Well, the next company I want to talk about that's going to be at the New England Fishing Show is Samatis baits. And I've gotten a bunch of their baits over the last few years, and I remember the first time I even heard about Samatis baits was when my wife and I were actually looking for houses up in New Hampshire, and the weekend we went up to look at houses was the weekend of the show that's in Milford, New Hampshire, and we went to the show, and that's when I got my first couple of baits from Samatis. And now that I live up here and I've been to the shows and actually worked the shows from Pete from Stoneman and Sons a few times, now I get to see Jamie's baits like 3 days in a row, and every time I go by it seems like I got to grab something. Or he usually has, like, I don't know if he's going to do it this year, but he usually has a special where it's like, I don't know, $50 and you get a bag of like a bunch of baits, and it's one of his really cool Samatis bait bags. So if he's doing that this year, I'm sure I can find $50 worth of baits. I don't remember how many are in the bag, but it's a pretty good amount. But he has some really outstanding baits, and I know he's got a new swim bait coming out this year, which it's not, I don't think it's on the website, but I know he's going to have them at the show. But let me show you what I got. He's got some really cool Craws, and I love this color. And the big one is the Slopster, and then I think he's got the Slopster, and I think he's got the mini Slopster I got here too. But if you guys like a realistic looking craw bait, I mean, that is awesome. I mean, you could use this as a jig trailer. I just kind of flip and pitch them, and especially because I love this color. And the colors aren't on here. I think this is what he calls natural, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think that's what it is, because it's very similar to the other colors. It's the other bait that's got that kind of that similar color. But that it's like that brown and orange swirl. I just love this color. But if you like craw baits, you've definitely got them. Like here's like looking like a watermelon red in that Slopster. So if you guys like your craw baits, and really to me this is I mean, as I said, you can use it as a trailer. To me, it's more of a flipping and pitching bait, because you've got that, you know, that worm body. You can fit a 4-aught hook in there and just flip these. I just flip them. But if you want to use it as a trailer, you could do that too. Here's his other craw. I think it's just Craw Mattis. I hope I don't mess up any of the names. And I think this is just a green pumpkin. I don't know, remember what color this is. This one, I think I got this one the first time I ever saw him. But if you wanted just a regular flapping, you know, craw, and this one might even be better as a trailer, because it's got these more flapping craws. I think that's kind of like a green pumpkin. You know, it's got some different flake in there. Some blue, some purple, it's like some black, maybe some red, a little bit of everything. But he's got 2 different kinds of craws. And I actually have some of the mini Slopster, which is a 3.5-inch bait. This to me is kind of more of a Ned bait. I mean, you could use that. I mean, that would be a good trailer on maybe like an open water sniper. But I think it'd be good on a Ned. And that's just the black blue flake. Yeah, black blue flake. It's a little faded on the thing, but black blue flake. Nice little mini Slopster there. And this one, I don't remember. It's kind of faded, the tag on the color, but I think it's green pumpkin. I don't have that many of them left. I've used these ones up almost. I have to get some more to show. So if you like your craw baits, he's definitely got 2 types there for you. And as I said, good on a Ned, good maybe on a like a football head, open water sniper type deal. I got a couple of his other swim baits, that Swim Mattis bait. I've got a couple of them, and I cannot tell what color that says. So, as I said, the things are a little faded from being in the boat. I'll pull it out and show it to you. These come in that clamshell, protects those tails from getting all bent up. But if you want just a little finesse swim bait, I'm not sure what that color is, but if you're looking for that little swim bait, just put on a little swim bait head. Cool color. I wish the thing wasn't faded. I could remember what that color is. Well, if I see another bait that's got the same color pattern, I'll be able to tell you. I got to get it back in here without getting it all mushed up. Oh, let's see. And I can't tell what that color says either. But there it is. I remember this might have been two that I got that first year that I met him. Because I know I saw these two colors and thought they were pretty cool. Here's that, like that swirl again, that orange and green pumpkinish. There's some purple flake in there. I mean, how cool is that color? So I would imagine most of the colors I'm going to show you he still has. I don't know how much he's changed his color patterns, but nice little boot tail swim bait if you guys are into that. And I know, as I said, I know he's got a new swim bait coming out, so I'll be curious to see those when the show comes next weekend. All right. If you guys like throwing drop shots, now this bait here, this Samatis shot, this is the big one. This is that color might be Northern Special. I'm not sure. That first one I showed you. Now that I look at this, but he has the big 5.25 inch size. And if you want to, I mean, not so much for a regular drop shot, but if you want to throw a power shot, this is an excellent option. But quite honestly, I've thrown this on a Ned, and I've thrown it on a Carolina rig, which it's pretty good on. So, I mean, I don't Carolina rig a lot, but when I know I'm going to do it, I always have these in the boat, and I have caught some fish doing it. So it's I think maybe an underrated Carolina rig bait. But as you can see, it's just his Samatis shot, which I'll show you the smaller size, the more traditional drop shot size, but it's just the bigger 5.25 inch size. So it's just a beefy drop shot bait. But you can imagine that on a Ned, dragging it on a Carolina rig, you know, really cool. And that's what I said, that was Northern Special. Is that color, which is really one of my favorite colors that he has. I don't know if I've got another bag with that same color in the big size. Let's see. Nope. Nope. These are all different. And this one is called Black Blue Flake. Pretty easy. Even I can remember that color. But if you want a black and blue flake and a big 5.25 inch Samatis shad. So if you want to beef up your drop shot, power shot, throw it on a Carolina rig, you could flip it and pitch it, really. It's very versatile bait. I like that big size for certain circumstances. Let's see, this is what he calls Pumpkin Sky. And as you can see, as the dogs start barking as usual when I do a video, green pumpkin, blue flake, so Pumpkin Sky. I don't know if there's any other flake in there. Yeah, I think I just see like a blue, just a blue flake. And I don't know if you guys can tell, it says Samatis Baits right on the belly of the bait there. But another cool color. And the last one in the big size I have is this Champ color, which is another color he makes that's really cool. Here's some great colors. And this is really I guess that's a green pumpkin. I think it is, not a watermelon. It's got gold flake, black flake. I'm sure the sound of the dogs will come over the video. Hopefully they won't bark too long. Let's see. Now, if you guys like throwing drop shots, the most popular drop shot size he has is the 3.25 inch, I would say. And these are really awesome. When I first got these are great. And that's the Samatis shot. It's a 15 pack, 3.25 inch bait, and got some cool colors. This is the color called Juice. I'm gonna try to take these out, and he puts them in the clamshell so they don't get bent up. But this Juice color is really a cool one. So here's the shape of the body, which you guys could probably see better with the big one, but it's just that long, thin body, and then it kind of has like that line on the back, which I guess it's almost like a fin. But this thing it has great action in the water. And they're pretty good on a Ned too. But we'll get to the Ned bait in a minute here. But Samatis shot, Juice color, very, very good. I'll put these away at the end so I'm not spending all that time. This is Pumpkin Fire. I got a bunch of these. Usually when I go to the show, I'll make a list of the ones I have, and then if he's got something different, I grab it. That Pumpkin Fire is like a green pumpkin, red and black flake. And that's Samatis shad. So hopefully these colors come out. You guys can see them. Depending on what your color preferences are for drop shotting. He's got a lot of different cool ones. This one's called Bingo. Now, which ones he'll exactly have at the show, I don't know. As I said, I don't know if he's changed colors. I'm sure maybe he'll have some new ones. I don't know. The ones he's got are pretty awesome, though. And I stocked up really good big time last year and the year before. But that's the Bingo color. That's a kind of a cool, like, shad-like, because I like that light belly, that white belly, and like that pumpkin type top. And it looks like there's some kind of like maybe some blue flake in there. Looks like there's some blue, like kind of like that color of the belly, that bluish pearl. Oh, let's see. This one is the Goby color, which I like a lot. Goby color. It's like a green pumpkin top. It's got that clear belly. Look, got some purple flake in there, some black flake. As you guys can see, pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm sure I'll grab a few more packs, even though I've got a ton. Never have enough drop shot baits. Let's see. This is the Goby color again. I got a second pack of that. Goby. These aren't in order, so I may come across some I've already shown you. Let's see. This is just plain old watermelon. If you guys like just throwing a straight watermelon, which can be very good. Great clear water color. Watermelon, a little black flake in there. Tail's a little bent on there for being in the pack. Laying on top of the other one. But there you go. All right, let's see. This is one I'm almost out of. Lucky. I'm going to have to get some more of those. I don't have many left in that one. But it's the color Lucky. That's a really cool color. Did well with this one last year. It's kind of, I don't know how you really describe it, but just a bait fish looking color. It's got some gold, some green flake in there. But really nice. I can tell I had this one in the boat. The pack's all like falling apart here. Yeah, that one's getting a little low. We have to get another bag of the Lucky color. If he still makes it. Let's see. What's this one? This is Bingo. I showed you Bingo already. Got another pack of that, so that's good. I'm stocked up on that color pretty well. Champ. Here's the Champ in the small size. Which is really so cool. Great color right there. There's the Champ. I don't know if I showed you. Did I show you that one in this small size? And I'm mixing up what I did here. No, there it is. There it is in the big. Showed you in the big size. All right. I still got more. Let's see what we got. Make sure I see if I got any that I've shown you already. That one does not have a color listed on it. This one is Primo. Very cool. All the colors are just, you can just see them being fish catchers. I mean, that color is great, that Primo one. That purple, hue to it, the white, the purple flake, just awesome. The Primo is a neat one. Oh, this one, I forget what he calls this one. This is one I got that wasn't marked with a color. Oops, they're falling out of the pack on me. Let's take a look at it and I'll show it to you. But to me, it's just it's like a smoke or black with looks like some purple flake, maybe black flake, some gold flake. I don't know what this color is called, but it's very cool. Done very well with it. Oh, let's see. This one is just called Banged Up, which I believe is like a black-blue swirl. That's what I remember. Oops, falling out of the pack on me. that one was definitely laying across another one, but it's like a black-blue swirl. What did I say that was? Banged Up, yeah. So, black and blue. Put those away when I'm done with the video. And the last two, just plain old green pumpkin. Gotta have a green pumpkin. Take the dye marker, put a little chartreuse or a little orange on there. But green pumpkin, you guys everybody likes to throw a green pumpkin. But great body shape, you know, for a drop shot. And the last one of the Samatis shads, the 3.25 inch, and this is the perch color. You gotta have a perch. One of the first colors I go to when I'm drop shotting. Very cool looking. Got like a gold, black, purple I see in there. A lot of silver on that flake in that belly. Very neat. So that's it, guys. That is the Samatis shots. I got a bunch of those. And then last but not least, my favorite bait that he makes, I like all of them, but the one that I use the most probably because I throw Neds the most, and that's his the hollow tip worm, the 2.75 inch Ned bait, the HTW. Just awesome. So well with these when I first got them. And we got some cool colors. This is just called Traffic Cone. And these bright colors, you think, oh, when am I going to throw those bright, super bright colors? You got Dingy Water. Oh, that thing was in there backwards. You got Dingy Water. You're sight fishing. Bass are moving up in the shallows in the springtime. You know that smallmouth especially want to kill everything they see in the shallows in the springtime. They're moving up on beds. You throw this one by them, this orange one, and they will just hammer it. But that's the, what do I call that one? Traffic cone? Yeah, traffic cone. Let me show you, I'll show you those bright type colors first. Because I know some of them I've got more than one of. I think that is, yeah, this is the other one. This, the chartreuse one. It's another one, like if you're bed fishing, sight fishing, these bright colors. You can see the bait, and if you got you know, cruising fish on the shoreline, might have to get another pack of these. I think these are a little beat up from last year. But if you could just imagine throwing that by a smallmouth, if he's sitting on a bed, he will engulf it. That's a cool color. Straighten that. And that is chartreuse. All right, let's see here. Now, let me see what else we got. All right, this is color. Some of these, as I said, I might have more than one. This is a color he calls Goober, which is kind of a funny name. When I look, actually, now when I look at this color, let's see. See if I can figure this out here. Nah, I was gonna say maybe it's that one in the Samatis shad. I didn't know the color, but to me, it's like a dark, like a green pumpkin with like purple and gold and black flake. That would be the one he calls Goober. So if you're, you know, if you're getting them online and it says Samatis right there, how well you can see that in the video, but just imagine this on the Ned and that tail flopping around. These work great. If you're looking for kind of a different look to your Ned rig, this is a good way to go. And that's the Goober color. Let's see, good old black and blue. Black and blue flake. Black and blue is always true, as they say. Black body. With that blue flake in there. That tail flopping around. Excellent. Black and blue. I think a lot of the colors might be the same as the drop shot. We shall see. That's just plain black, that one. It's a little different. You get all the traditional colors. I'm getting low on the black. I'm going to have to get another pack of that. But if you want just straight black, you don't want any blue flake or anything, It's amazing how effective just a plain black bait like this can be in just clear water. Like the bass just hammer it. Just hammer it. So that is, so black and blue, just plain jet black. Oh, let's see, what do we got here? Oh, I know I got more than one of that bags of that color. Here's the champ color that I showed you in the other baits, in the hollow tip worm nib. If I can get it out, stuck together. That's such an awesome color. Throw that in the clear water with all those flakes in there. So champ is one I throw a lot. I take that clamshell out. I think I need to reorganize these ones a little bit. Even if we have them in the clamshell, I think it's always good to take them out every now and then and make sure, you know, if you take them in and out of the boat a lot, move around in there, you want to keep them all straight as possible. Oh, let's see. Seeing if I have any colors here that I have more than one of. Well, here's one that's kind of a different one. This is Firefly. Really cool with that chartreuse tail. I think I got to get another pack of these. I'm running out of these ones too. You can see the colors that I use the most. But this is like a two-tone bait. It's almost like champ on one side, and then you got that chartreuse underbelly. Really cool. Smallies will destroy that. I say smallies. Largies too. This is that pumpkin sky color in the hollow tip worm. Some of these I only got a few left. I'm gonna have to stock up at the show. That's just a great color with that blue flake in there. Green pumpkin with the blue flake. So pumpkin sky is that one. You guys saw that in the other baits. I didn't realize I had so many packs of these. Oh, let's see. This is just green pumpkin. GP, green pumpkin. I'm pretty sure. I don't think that means something else. But you cannot go wrong with green pumpkin. As I said, sometimes I'll take my dye markers and make this orange here. That tail. Because it's actually hollow. Hollow tip worm, get it? This is hollow, so that floats up. Put a little orange on there, maybe some chartreuse sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. See how they react. All right, here's that Primo color, which is really cool for a hollow tip worm nib. You can imagine the bass munching on that. That's just a great color. That smoke clear color with a purple, that black flake, that silvery belly. Very bait fish-like. Very, very bait fish-like. Let's see. This one is Sonic. I think I showed you that in the net, if I remember right. Or the drop shot, sorry. After a while, there's so many different colors I should sort of mix them up. But that Sonic is cool too. That like that bluish part there, that watermelon, that white belly. I always love those two-tone ones. They're so bait fish looking. I just think they work great. But all these colors, there's not a color here that I've tried that hasn't been productive. You just got to go with what you have faith in. Let's see, what's this one? This is Melon Pea. I don't remember what this one looks like. Oh, that's cool. It's like a dark watermelon with definitely some purple, black, maybe gold flake in there. Some different flakes for sure. That isn't. I forgot how cool that one looked. Very, very cool. Melon Pea. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Oh, let's see. Are these the same? No, they're different. I thought I had two that were the same there. These three are the same. That's my favorite color. I'll show that one last. Here's that color called Swish. I'm definitely gonna have to write these down before I go to the show because I will forget everything that I got. But that's a really cool swirl color of the like a, looks, I guess it's a green pumpkin and like a bluish pearl there. That's just a cool looking swirl. I like that one. That's neat. That's a cool one. And that's what I call that one, swish. Yeah, it's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Because this one here is called Toxic, and it looks somewhat similar. Let's see how different they are. Man, that's pretty cool too. It looks kind of similar. One's called Swish, one's called Toxic, but they look kind of the same. But it looks like that's a darker green pumpkin than this one. So that's pretty cool too. They're both really neat. I could just throw them on beds. They do look similar. But the one I throw the most, and I got 3 packs and 2 of them are almost empty, and this is the one, the pack that's got the most left, and that's the natural color. That's the one I usually start with. This one's only got a couple left in it. That's the one I always start with. You know, I love those you know, brown orange type baits, green pumpkin orange type baits. And this one, I don't know, I just always, no matter where I go, I get bit on this color. That green pumpkin orange swirl, to me, it's so crayfish-like, and it's just, I love this color in every bait I throw, and it just works. It just works. So that's the one he calls natural. I just think it's great. But amazingly, guys, that's it. That's it. I'm sure there'll be more after I go to the show and do another video on the new Samatis baits I get. But really cool custom baits. Show you the packaging again. Samatis baits. Jamie is the guy who makes all of them, owns the company. Here's the website on the back. I will put it in the description so you guys can check it out if you haven't. If you're going to go to the show, I encourage you to go to his booth. He always has some great deals, and you'll see all these awesome baits, plus more, at the show. But that's it. So I'll put a description in the description. I'll put his email address, and I'll just put the info for the show if you guys haven't seen it. Definitely check him out. Definitely check him out. All right, so please like this video, please share it, and I'll see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.